Today's Spotlight on Naperville is brought to you by Zizan Data Center for next generation technology. Welcome back to Spotlight on Naperville. I'm Nancy Wearsome, and one of the favorite events in this area is the Rockin' for the Troops concert from Operation Support Our Troops. So proud to have you back. Deb Rickert is the president of Operation Support Our Troops, so thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you.
And we have with us Patty Gellin, is marketing manager for Navistar Defense. And we're going to chat with you and hear about your association in just a moment. And Betty Krupp is the vice president of Operation Support Our Troops. So welcome to you as well.
Thank you.
Well, Deb, let's start by, I know you do the care packages. I want to see a little bit about those, and then you can tell us you do a lot in addition to that.
We do. You know, the organization, certainly the first and most prolific program is the Care Package program, which has sent over 750,000 pounds of goods to troops serving in harm's way. So that was the first thing that got us started, 7 years ago, was just to kind of send a few things off to our troops for Valentine's Day. And it's just really grown from there. But we have expanded the programs under a new campaign called the Illinois Is Not Forgotten campaign, where we really do a lot more outreach to our families of the fallen, our families of the deployed, and our veterans. So, for example, recently we were really excited and proud to be part of the ribbon cutting of the new Fisher House, the very first Fisher House in Illinois. That Rockin' for the Troops was able to raise over $400,000 just for Heinz and for Fisher House. So we really had no idea where Rockin' for the Troops would be able to take us as an organization in terms of the great things we could do for our troops and their families.
And boy, have you found out, right? Yeah. 5 years later.
Who knew?
She said to me off camera, I said in the beginning, how hard could it be?
How hard can it be? We'll just have a little concert for 12,000 of our closest friends. But
with Gary Sinise.
With Gary Sinise, who is, I said a couple weeks ago when we did our kickoff, people always ask me, well, what's the one thing that makes it so successful? And I said, there really isn't. We have been so lucky to have the perfect recipe. I mean, we have Cantini Park, which, is just magnificent. Right. We have a great sponsor and wholehearted support from a company like Navistar Defense, who really is a founding sponsor. When I went knocking on their door and said, hey guys, here's an idea, they were like, okay. And they've just been, walking side by side with us ever since. And then we have hundreds of volunteers that literally put in, no less than 10,000 hours in a year to not just Rockin' for the Troops, but the programs of Operation Support Our Troops. So we're really lucky.
That's amazing. And we have that founding sponsor with us. Welcome to you, Patty. And Navistar Defense, tell us, what was it that touched you, that made you want to be involved in this? And just take a leap of faith with them, really.
Well, the most important thing are the troops. What Navistar Defense does is we build vehicles to support the troops, to get them from place to place. And also we build a very special vehicle that keeps them safe from harm if they roll over an IED and the devices that are blowing up the trucks in harm's way. So it was a natural fit to work with Operation Support Our Troops because they are also all about supporting the troops, keeping them healthy and happy, and most importantly, as Gary said at our kickoff, reminding them that we don't forget about them and that we remember every day that they are there for us, and what they're doing for us is phenomenal. So we are honored to be a sponsor, and the 5 years have gone so fast, and we're excited and can't wait for the next concert, and it's just a pleasure to work with such a fine organization, and the volunteers are fabulous.
And you're a wonderful representative yourself,
Thank you.
I have to say. Well, Betty, let's get to you. And you have the shirt. Illinois has not forgotten.
Yes, I do.
Illinois has not forgotten.
Right.
And let's talk a little bit more about this year's concert. So we said it's July 17th, right? And doors open at
12 o'clock.
At 12 o'clock for parking. I shouldn't say
park.
doors, it's a
Well,
park. Parking opens at 12 o'clock.
The whole park opens up, and the park is ours for the day. No one else is admitted unless they have that nice little ticket that says Gary Sinise and the Lieutenant Dan Band on it. And the grounds are ours to explore. Anybody who comes, the children come, they love to climb on the tanks.
Of course.
And they're forever at Contigny. And the mansions are open and is open, and so is the museum. And so it can be a full day for families to just enjoy together.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have numerous events starting in the afternoon, and music. We talked about the Naperville Municipal Band will be there.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have them. We've been trying to get them.
Yeah.
This is like a huge coup for us.
Oh, that's great.
We've been trying to get them, and it's just never worked out schedule-wise. So they're going to be playing kind of, throughout the afternoon. And then we have a great group called Blue Moon Swamp that's going to be doing the music of Creedence Clearwater and John Fogerty. And then we have a man by the name of Rockin, who's a big country act, but has also been the founder of an organization called Tribute for the Troops.
Okay.
And just a huge troop supporter and a great person who's coming in a day early so that he can go down to Hines and put on a show for the veterans. These are just the kind of people that we're so lucky to be.
And then Gary Sinise.
And Gary.
And the Lieutenant Dan Band. Back again, has he been here?
This is the 5th year, and people compare Gary to Bob Hope, and they call him, the Bob Hope of this generation. And taking nothing away from Bob Hope, certainly Gary is amazing for the support that he gives. Just the one-on-one support to families. Whenever we do the concert, the untold story is the time that Gary spends before the show or after the show, sometimes until the late hours.
With the troops, I bet.
Troops and with the families of the fallen, just sitting quietly and talking with them. I mean, he cares and he gets it. He's like the Energizer Bunny. I don't know how he keeps going, but
well, that
we
is
are blessed
fantastic.
to have him.
Unfortunately, we're out of time, but we wish you all the best, and it is July 17th. We'll put the website up there, so congratulations.
Thanks.
We're going to take one last break. When we come back, we'll hear about the Fine Arts Fair from the Naperville Women's Club. So don't go away now.